Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Introduce myself. My name is Andika Eka Prastia from Tangerang Muhammadiyah University, B1 or B2, class Electrical Engineering, study program NPM 1 8 2 0 2 0 1 0 9 8. My lecturer is Dr. Andes Jaljuliva. Here I will explain the biography of Alessandro Volta. Alessandro Volta. Battery is one of human invention that has changed the world a lot because it is able to become a practical source of electrical energy even though it is limited. And the figure who contributed to developing the first modern battery was Alessandro Volta, an Italian physicist who lived in the 18th century, not only known as a physically. Volta is also chemist and one of the pioneers of electricity. Full name Conte Alessandro Giuseppe Antonio Anastasio Volta. The physicist born on February 18, 1745 in Como, Lombardy, which is now called Italy. The father, Filippo Volta, has a noble lineage, while his mother is named Donna Maddalena from the Inzaghi family. At the age of 29, Volta was a professor of physics at the Royal School of Como. His interest in the field of electricity has led him to great discovery. In 1775, Volta worked to repair the device called electroporus, which served to produce static electricity. A year later, he managed to find an isolated methane gas. He was appointed as head of physics at the University of Pavia in 1779. In 1791, one of Volta's colleagues named Luigi Galvani carried out tests using two different metals and frog muscle, which turned out to produce electric current. Galvani also claimed that he had discovered a new source of electricity from the network of living things and called it animal electricity. Galvani's experiments inspired Volta, but he thought that electricity did not originate from frogs, but rather the current flowing between the different types of metal. Discovery of Volta batteries. In 1792, Volta began experimenting with electrical metal. It is said that he detects weak electricity between different metal plates by placing it on the tongue. Volta also discovered that tissue of living thing was not needed to produce electricity. Volta's opinion sparked opposition between scientists who believed in animal electricity and those who supported it in metal electricity. Until finally in 1800, Volta announced for the first time an electric battery, which also proved its opinion about metal electricity. Known as voltaic pairs or color voltaic, Volta's electric batteries consist on zinc and silver discs, which are arranged intermittently separated by paper or cloth soaked in salt water or sodium hydroxide. Sometimes it also uses copper and tin metal. The battery of Volta's practical finding quickly became famous and broke a new wave in electrical and scientific experiment. A British scientist named William Nicholson with Anthony Carlisle used a voltaic state battery to break down water into hydrogen and oxygen and found electrolysis, the electric current that triggers a chemical reaction. So the electrochemical field was born. Volta's discovery also caught the attention of Napoleon Bonaparte, who invited him to the French Institute in 1801 to demonstrate the battery of his findings before Institute members. Retired and in an end of life that helped bring Volta to many awards, including getting a peerage. Volta retired in 1819 and chose to settle on his land in Camnago, Como, Italy. He spent much of his time with his family, his wife Teresia Peregrini and their 3 children, Zanino, Flaminio, and Luigi. Volta died on March 5, 1827, shortly after his 82nd birthday. He is buried in Camnago, Volta in Italy, for its service and its large role in the development of electricity. The Volta electricity unit was named after its name in 1881. Maybe that is all the presentation material that I can convey about the biography of Alessandro Volta. More or less, please forgive. Billahi sabil haq fastabiqul khairat. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.